So let's talk about my favorite jerkbait rod. This is one that I made myself quite a long time ago, and I actually had Jim Dutt with Smalley sticks rebuild it for me. One of the unique features of it is you can see that cork work right there is really customized to my hand, how I hold this particular rod. It's weird looking. It's totally weird looking, but it's got these little grooves for my thumb to sit on top and my fingers to wrap around the sides, and it really maximizes how much of my fingers and hand is in contact with the whole rod. I do need a very sensitive jerkbait rod because I'll fish suspending jerkbaits the way that a lot of people fish jigs. You just put it out there and you let it sit and you keep a taut line, and sometimes you just feel them rub up on it and they're right there on top of it, and then you feel them go crunch, and that's when you jam it. So having the sensitivity is important. The blank is St. Croix's SC4, so it's not their most sensitive, but it's their second most sensitive. Their most sensitive does not come in a moderate action blank, and this one has that moderate action. The specifics on it, it's a medium, it's SC4 graphite, medium heavy power, moderate action, and it's rated for up to 3/4 of an ounce. So why moderate? You could get moderate action with an ugly stick, a fiberglass rod. I am not a big proponent of fiberglass rods for the sake of suspending jerkbait fishing, because the sensitivity isn't there. You know, the fiberglass is not that light. It doesn't transmit the vibrations down the rod blank to your hand when something's going on out there, as well as well as graphite. You know, the graphite rods, in the more lightweight you go, you're going to transmit that vibration and know when you've got that bite. Know when, and I even use it for some crankbaiting in summer. Know when, if I'm bringing this back and I'm reeling and I'm grinding and it's a real erratic sort of bottom, I know that I'm on chunk rock. Or if I bring it along and it's even like slow resistance, it's sand. Or if it's hopping but not jumping all over the place, it's probably gravel. Being able to feel those differences can matter in terms of your pattern development. You know, did you feel the bottom substrate change from chunk rock to gravel? Is it on that seam? But more than anything, it's the sensitivity. I made this one custom with a shorter butt. The reason I want the shorter butt, you can see I got my life jacket on here. I don't want a longer butt rubbing up on the life jacket, the pockets, and the cell phone, and all the stuff that I got there. This is a pretty common design for kayak anglers, and St. Croix does make a kayak angler line that has that feature. It's the shortened butt. It does weight it forward, which is fine with me because I keep my rod tip down. I usually don't want it up in the air like this, catching the wind. I want it low to the water so wind is not putting a big bow in my braided line that I've got out there presenting the suspending jerkbait. Beyond that, I know that that when Jim did this, he redid all the guides, and this is the Tidal Wave, a hybrid microwave system. I don't know what all that means, but they're special guides that are really designed. And I was talking with Kevin Holash about it. He saw this one, and he actually did some repairs on some of my other rods that have this Tidal Wave guide system. It really does help with longer casts. So I think that's about all I can tell you about it. Moderate action, super sensitive SC4 blank, really funky custom grips here in the cork that I did myself with a round file. and a lot of time with with sandpaper, and you know, it's caught a whole lot of 5 pound plus largemouth and river smallmouth. That's my favorite jerkbait rod.